Alright, sorry about that everyone, the battery died. So we left off here showing you the 45 Bull, which was our first original tank here. This is our vegetarian tank. It has African cichlids in it, Malawis, from Lake Malawi, they're Munas. Various sorts, that's a Kenyi, that's an Ortus. That's an OV zebra right there. We're not sure what the one back there is yet. We think it's a baby OV zebra. Ice blue or an Aussie, we're still waiting for that to grow up to confirm it. The bright yellow one back there is a female electric blue Yohani. The male one is right here. That's why they're called electric blue. That's a powder blue zebra right there. We had made a fluidized bed. We'd filled this shampoo bottle, we'd rinsed out really well, up to probably about there with gravel substrate from the bottom here, before it had the glass stones in it that my mother brought on the weekend. Thank you, Mom. We also added the glass stones to this fluidized bed filtration system. Now, we encountered a few problems last week because, first of all, we took substrate right from the bottom and put it into the fluidized bed, which I'm sure caused some of our phosphate, ammonia, and nitrate spike because there would have been waste of fish and food left in the gravel itself. We didn't rinse it out. We should have either done that or used new gravel. So anyways, especially when you consider you're pushing air through it, that was another issue. We couldn't run air stone as well as the fluidized bed because it took so much air to push through all of that gravel. After about a week it did loosen up somewhat and went through there more easily, but it still wasn't enough to run an air stone. In the bottom we still have your typical household sponge, some of the glass stones, a layer of gravel, and some glass stones again. The other problem we were experiencing, we blamed it mostly just on garlic last time, the cloudiness. But what we found out was that the vegetarian mix we were making in our food processor was actually coating our hang on the back filtration system here. Because what we were doing was freezing it after blending it in the food processor to a smooth paste, freezing it, cutting it into bite-sized pieces, and once it thawed and dissolved, it was coming into the filtration unit. And this filtration unit has a sponge that's about 3 or 4 inches thick that goes on the bottom, and that siphons out heavy wastes such as food. What we had done though was put our homemade media bag here that's full of like decorative grapes that are rubber and some plastic pieces, which I don't know why I thought it would also act as a waste remover, heavy waste remover, but all it did was blow right through there, past the sponge along the walls here of the body of the filtration system, and then right back into the tank. So what we've done now is put the sponge at the bottom, the carbonated, activated carbon, then the porcelain beads that are the biofilter supplied by the manufacturer. Porcelain beads have amazing surface area, so beneficial bacteria grows up really well in there. And I put ours on top for that extra added boost of beneficial bacteria. Put this food storage container lid on top just to make sure it's all down in the water and that all the water has to pass by it all. So while researching filters and making the most of beneficial bacteria, we found that the idea of the penguins hang on the back filtration system in theory was the best, one of the best out there. Now they're a typical hang on the back filtration system like our AquaClear 75 here. except that here at the exit point they have a long cylindrical wheel with screens on it that act as flappers. The water pushes it. It looks like a flapper wheel on old river boats and whatnot. Paddle wheel, what have you. The paddles on there have a screen that lift the water up and have the beneficial bacteria on it that kills nitrate, ammonia and phosphates, which are fish killers. Lifts it up, makes it work with the oxygen and the beneficial bacteria to kill that, and then puts it back into your tank by simply dropping it and agitating the surface. It doesn't work well, as we experienced. We had gotten a used one with the tank that we had gotten, and they didn't spin very much at all, if at all. Either due to the pins slightly getting bent and losing alignment, or something else building up on there, such as aquarium salt or what have you. They just, after time, aren't very effective. So we took the idea of that and decided that we were going to make this fluidized bed at the top of our aquarium, where we have this glass bar that goes from one side to the other. As you can see here, there is a support there underneath the bar that goes all the way across. It's about 4 to 6 inches of glass, and on both of these structures there is beneficial bacteria constantly being grown. Imagine the walls and stuff are made of the same material. So we put the fluidized bed exit point right underneath here, so it's constantly hitting beneficial bacteria with the oxygen from the pump, as well as the surface area. It's going into the exit point of the filtration system, being blown around there. As you can see, it gets blown around really well. It also goes down the bar as well, and normally the water level's a little lower and the bubbles would be coming all the way across and hitting the glass. You can see right here, it's just the water level's a little high right now, so it's not reaching there. Below that we have the air stone and the rocks, not just because we have African cichlids that love to dig, but also because it looks nice with it being blown around like that, and we're hoping it's picking up beneficial bacteria off the rocks and from the substrate, where actually most beneficial bacteria in the tank is, unless you're constantly vacuuming it up too much. It goes up to the top where it hits the bar as well as the filtration exit point. We installed this 2 nights ago with the revised version. Now 2 nights ago we couldn't see that little pink plant down there. We had to really struggle to see the outline of it. The bright pink one there, we could kind of see it, and even now you can see there the venting of the air conditioning unit. It's on, you can see it there as well. Couldn't even see through this tank just a while ago. And that's not even with the canopy fully on there. If I was to put the canopy on all the way, which I'll do right now, probably get more light in there and see through there even better. And yeah, exactly. To give you an example from the top, we couldn't see fish when they were swimming by the other day. You can see them clearly in there right now. And if we look through here, you can see my beautiful wife sitting there on her little computer in front of our other tank, and you can, our 75 gallon, you can actually see right through to the front door. Anyways, that's what we've been up to the last week or so. You can see in there we've also moved the rocks around. There used to be rocks, one pile in each corner, and the middle area used to be the log with the slate and the plants, but we used it to hold up the filtration system initially, because we have 2 suction cups there, but it was still sliding its way down. So we have probably could remove it now. It would stay there, but we like how it is, and the fish seem to enjoy it as well. Yeah, I showed that on the other video before the battery cut. Anyways, take care everyone, and we'll try to make another video soon.